Hello everyone, and probably for the last time, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be announcing that I'm quitting not only YouTube, but also Dofus. The reasons will be coming up shortly. I'll explain everything. But just before that, I would like to announce that tomorrow, or at least tomorrow for me, so on Thursday, this week, Thursday 10 p.m. Paris time, so 22 o'clock, I'll be hosting my last live stream. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway, kind of interaction with the community and stuff that I've been part of for so many years. A little bit of a giveaway, kind of give back to the people. But I'm going to be quitting. This video is going to be kind of the reasons, a little bit of like reminiscing about this YouTube channel, reminiscing about my time on Dofus as a whole. So let's just get into it. So the video is going to be split up in multiple parts. This first part, I'm just going to explain kind of my reasoning as to why I'm quitting. It has nothing to do with me disliking the game, quite the contrary actually. Once I get into it, you guys will probably understand. But there's going to be these different sections, and as I said just 2 seconds ago, the live stream tomorrow, 10 p.m. Dofus time, Thursday, so it will be on the 8th. And I really would like for you guys to be there, as many as you can. If you can make it, please try. It's going to be my last live stream. So anyways, why am I quitting? As I said, it's nothing to do with me disliking the game, quite the contrary. I love this game. I was introduced to this game in 2007. We're now 2021. Am I checking my calendar? I'm looking to my right. We're 2021. So it's been about 14 years since I've known the game. Obviously, I haven't been playing this whole time. But I've been playing for a big part of the time, and I'll show you guys a little bit my stats in a second, because you can check kind of your stats. Obviously, it's different accounts and all that stuff, but forget that. Just as it stands, I love the game, and I've always played this game, and the game for me has always been kind of a point of comfort. Whenever I'm going through a hard time outside of the game, you know, in real life and such, I always turn to the game, and it's kind of something that I've always known can give me a good time, like something I'll always enjoy. As I said, just kind of a point of comfort. When my parents were going through whatever, I turned to the game. When I was going through whatever, I turned to the game, and it's just always been the thing that I've turned to. And I find that the worse my situation in real life, the more I find myself investing myself into the game. So I love the game, and I've kind of come to admit to myself that I am addicted to the game. And it's kind of been a big factor in my life for a very long time. Through school, not letting me reach my fullest potential, through just whatever, like family stuff, like everything. It's just kind of always been there. And obviously, I love the game, it's a great game. But I think it's time for me to move on. I'd like to quickly review this page here, where you can actually see a little bit about your account. So this is actually not the first account that I've had. I've had an account before this, but this account, total subscription 6 years 5 months. So 6 years 5 months of subscription time to this game. And from that, how much time I've been logged onto the game is 14,000 hours. 14,000 hours. If you break that down into days, so divide by 24, divide by 360, I think it's like 1.6. 365, I think it's like 1.6. What that number means is that I have spent a year and a half in front of my screen playing this game consecutively, just in terms of time. And it's just so much, and I think I need to take a step forward within my own life to kind of improve myself, my position in real life. Not going through the best of times currently, and I think it's partly due to my negligence and just the fact that whenever something bad comes up, I can't turn to the game, kind of ignore it, and I'm not dealing with my my personal issues correctly. So some of you may relate to this, some of you may not, but anyhow, that's kind of where I've been. I mean, just looking at this map -10, this map used to be my baby for the longest time. I would just camp here for days and days, doing PvP. I mean, PvP died, or at least PvP on this map died long ago. But I still insisted to stand here and get like 1 to 5 fights maximum a day, and I would just stand here for hours and hours. So just looking at this map, I have looked at this map for so many hours of my life, and it's kind of time for me to do a little bit something different. So that's personally my reasons why. Now next up we're going to be looking at some of the old screenshots that I have, kind of a little bit reminiscing about the olden times. I have some old screenshots and stuff that I'd love to show you guys, so let's go over and do that. So here we are, and I want to share with you guys my old screenshots folder, the oldest of which are from 2016. I used to have screenshots dating even before that, but those are lost to time. I no longer have those. I've deleted them at some point or something. I forgot what happened to them, but I don't have them. The oldest from here are going to be from 2016. I'm going to try not to talk too much about each one. There's so much I could tell you guys. There's just so much that's happened over the years, and there's so much I could say, but for the sake of not making this a 1 hour video or a 1 hour section of the video, I'll try and restrain myself. So here I'm with my CRA. I made 2 little intros to try and farm resources. You guys can see the old user interface, which is very nice. This is me 1v2 with my character. Back then, OSAs were cheat, like the most broken thing you can ever imagine. They used to be so broken. They're still pretty broken today, but back then it was like a whole different game. And I did 1v2 versus an OSA, and this, talents, if you're out there, I ain't never forgetting this. You're a loser, dude. I'm sorry. Here's me. There's gonna be a bunch of screenshots of me beating people. Back then, that was like a really big flex. When you beat people, you used to take screenshots. That way, if they ever talk shit, anything, or if you just want to flex, whatever, you send that screenshot out there and you're like, well, you know, I beat you, so you can't talk shit too much. This is me, level 199. My friend actually forced me to get to level 200. Like, not actually forced me, but I was 199 for a long time, like 2 years plus, and just doing PvP at that level. And my friend was like, dude, just come with me. I will get you to level 200. I was like, nah, it's fine, whatever. He's like, come with me, and I'm like, all right, fine, I guess I'll get level 200. So here you can see, if you look at the progress bar at the bottom, like the XP bar, I'm really close to level 200, and this is me getting almost there. I was rogue at the time, so I'm happy that I leveled up as a rogue. This is a 666 turn fight versus an Eleutrope. I love Paulina, also known as Ruffles. We kind of got to a point in the fight where none of us were able to damage each other. His skills as an Eleutrope were not good enough, but on the PvP map, he can get so much distance that I also can't hit him. So he couldn't hit me because he wasn't good enough. I couldn't hit him because just the map is just like insanely big. So we ended up just passing. I think we both like put on movies or whatever. I remember it was a good time. Here is Beautiful giving me stuff, and really thank you to him. He used to always give me just like random shit for no reason. I didn't have my YouTube channel back then or anything. He used to just give me things, and he's a really nice guy. And also he used to always change skin. So you guys can see on this screenshot, he used to always change like his face, sex, colors, everything, like gear, parasymbiotics, whatever. He used to parasymbiotics, mimisymbiotics. He used to always change all that stuff, and I used to take screenshots and I made a little collage and I sent it to him, and I thought it was super cool because he used to always change. This is me finishing Abyssal Dofus. This is my friend Activate. Back then he was a pretty competitive rogue. We used to compete and he said Defy such a sackage instead of savage. And I told him I would never forget it, so I had to take a screenshot, and I've not forgotten it. It's not that funny or anything, but I just said I would never forget it, so I haven't, and it's still here. This is whatever, landing in EXO. This is my friend Autismi. When he found out that I was Arab, he made this, and I thought it was super funny, so obviously I had to take a screenshot. He just put, and this is back when my name was Defy, not Defy X, so this is even before the server merged, so this is definitely like, this is Rushu days, or yeah, it would have been Rushu. I thought it was super funny, so. This is when Ranitos first came out. This one's a kind of a funny story. So I used to have a guild called In Bonds We Trust, and I used to kind of coach rogues. It was a rogue-only guild. And there was this one rogue, Love Kaboom, who used to PvP on the -1-0 map as I did back then. And so he was having a really hard time because Autismi, this SRAM, used to keep aggroing him, and he would win. Autismi would win. And it's quite natural because SRAMs have quite an advantage in that matchup. There are some tricks and stuff, but it's really difficult, and he wasn't quite as good as a rogue as I was at the time. No flags or anything, it's just stating it how it was. And he couldn't beat Autismi. So we agreed that the next time they were gonna fight or whatever, that I would log his account and fight for him. So to this day, Autismi thinks that he lost first, let's say like garbage rogue, because he was really bad back then, rank 1, rank 2. So he was really bad. And Autismi, he was like, he lost versus him. He doesn't know it was me to this day. So Autismi, if you're out there, it was me, brother. You didn't lose versus shitty rogue. So it was me all this time. And I thought it was really funny. I took this screenshot just to remember. And you guys can see even from the names, like if you pay attention to, actually you can't see the names. My face covers it. But the name is beating Autismi on Love's character. So This is me beating Beautiful, who I showed earlier, me beating Diffuse. So again, there's going to be a bunch of these me beating people screenshots because I love to take those. I still add them to my collection. Diffuse was one of the best rogues, still is to this day, especially on Echo for sure. He does a lot of 3v3 now and stuff. But him, he was one of the inspirations for me as a rogue. Coming up from 199 to level 200, he was definitely an inspiration for me. And when I kind of got to that level where we started getting competitive and I would beat him and stuff, like that was quite a big milestone for me, and I was really happy. I made sure to screenshot him every time I would win. This is me beating Ruffles again. This is a 40-minute fight because he stacked 50% intelligence resistance. I was int and like 150 or 200 linear resistance, like absolute fucking, you know, don't want to, whatever. But anyways, I ended up winning, so. This is me beating him with my rogue. How did I beat him 3 turns with a rogue? Well, he went invisible and rushed me, and I found him with like 1 leaf pie or something, and ended up one-shotting him. So I had to take the screenshot. Of course, this is me beating Diffuse again. Diffuse, I'm so sorry, brother. Like, I had to screenshot these. This is me beating Killer Spiritual, a really good sacker. I used to play with an agility any, and it was one of my favorite things to play at the time as well. Quite powerful. Agility and Euripsa, and I beat him. He was rank 9, like quite rank 9 is pretty big rank, so he's definitely a good player, but I unranked him. This is me beating him again with a Kra. This is me beating some Sacrier. This is me beating Moogly. So Moogly played a character on beta called Anti-Minor Kick Course, and I beat him with my rogue. Moogly is a French YouTuber. He plays rogue, like he's played rogue for a long time, very well known. And back then he was like the shit. So when I beat him, I definitely had to take that screenshot. This is me beating Persona. Persona is someone who you guys, if you're not old timer, you're not gonna really know him, but he's the guy who used to talk shit a lot. Whatever, he's some kid, but I beat him, so I had to take that screenshot. This is me beating Psycho. Psycho Pioneer is a guy on Echo who's known for forgetting to put wisdom on items that he mages. So he does good mages, but he just forgets to put wisdom. But he was also a decent PvPer, and I ended up beating him. This is me beating some guy, Rukai, beating some Sedita. This is a screenshot that I thought was really cool with my stacker. It's like, you know, in the moment, everything. I thought the sword Mimi Simbic was really cool. This is on beta. This is Autismi, my friend, beating Ruffles, my other friend, who I mentioned both of them to this point, as a level 178 SRAM versus a level 200 SRAM. Now, Autismi was one of the best SRAMs. I don't know if I mentioned earlier. He was a really good SRAM. That's why it was such a shame for him to lose versus shitty rogue. But he didn't know it was me. But that's why it was such a shame for him to lose. And he beat the level 200 SRAM. And this 200 SRAM Ruffles is very, very rich. You guys are going to see it later. He is very rich. And he lost. So I had to take the screenshot. Obviously, can't let Ruffles forget this. This screenshot of me back when my name was Defy, back when I used to do a lot of PvP. I really like that skin. Unfortunately, the shield doesn't look the same anymore, so it doesn't work. This is some mage. It was really good. Didn't land though. Whatever, some crushes. I still have, oh my god, I still have these range resistance runes to this day. I was like super happy that I got this really high coefficient. I remember I even crushed the shield again, but to this day I have not been able to get rid of these, and this is from 2017. Like, these range percent resistance runes do not sell, so this is when I was a percent off buyer, so my greatest shame, I bought percent off, not for that much, but like for a month or something. I tried, and here's me doing some deal. This is whatever, some Iniripsa beating a Sedita, which is quite a big deal at the time. Seditas were very, very broken. This is me making like a mini team. You guys look at the names, look at the colors like on the left. It's just, I thought it was funny, but it's so stupid. 6% Meridiodon Cloak, found this on beta. This is some Xeller. This is some screenshot I thought looked funny. Clemence used to be, or Clemence or whatever. He used to be an unbeatable Osa Modus on our server. Back then, I told you guys Osas were broken. I don't know if I mentioned, but I think I did. They used to be like super, super broken. And this guy was rank 10. Rank 10 means no one can beat you, because if you lose once as rank 10, you'd lose rank 10. And he was rank 10 with wings open on -1-0. No one could beat him. And he lost in a challenge versus that Iniripsa. This Iniripsa Bisky Chama was really good. He used to play like very high damage stats, very smart, very good placements and stuff. So he ended up beating him, but it was just a challenge, so he didn't lose his rank. But I thought it was really cool. This is some challenge on Twitter where like you have to submit something and to do with Volcania and kind of make it like a postcard. And I made a joke. I put myself in front of the Phoenix and I took a screenshot and I was like, oh, this bird doesn't seem to want to close his eyes before me or like blink before me, but I'll never give up. And obviously it's a statue, so you know, now don't need to explain the joke, but I just thought it was funny. Here someone actually made a compilation of me on beta. They found me on beta without asking me. They just took a compilation of me and I thought it was really cool. When they sent it to me eventually, I was like, yo, fucking, like, someone thought it was good enough to film me. And like back then it was such a hype For me, I took a screenshot. That video, you cannot find it by searching for it, but if you type the link directly into your search bar, it will actually show you the video. The video is unlisted, but you can find it directly with the link. I don't necessarily recommend it. It's not that good of a video, but whatever. This is just that. This is me beating Dofus again. Dofus, I'm so sorry, brother. This is me being Timeless, and this one's a really funny one for multiple reasons. So Timeless, if you're seeing this, you're probably embarrassed right now. And the reason he would be embarrassed, which you should be embarrassed, is because just yesterday we had a huge argument about this. Because he's like, this didn't happen, whatever. I didn't send him the screenshot, so basically I told him, hey, remember when I beat you as a 199 Foggernaut? And honestly, I know that I did. I have the screenshot and everything. And he's like, no, that didn't happen. I'm like, bro, I beat you, 199 Foggernaut. You remember this? Like, this is not the first time I mentioned it to him either. And Timeless is Quinotaur, by the way, who I've featured in a couple of videos and I think streams recently. And he's like, dude, no, it didn't happen. That doesn't sound like me. Like, I didn't lose versus Foggernauts. I used to fight, he said, Steam ALB, who used to be this really good level 200 Foggernaut. I'm like, I don't care that he's 200. I don't care that he's really good. I'm good too. Like, I know what I'm doing. He's like, dude, there's no fucking way I would have lost. And I didn't show him the screenshot or anything. I just let him dig his own grave. Let him say, no, there's no way. I'll probably throw up a few screenshots because it's just too funny. He's like, no, there's no way I would lose, blah, blah. And it was just so funny because I was just baiting him the whole time, just talking to him. I'm like, bro, I promise you lost. I just don't have a screenshot. He's like, dude, there's no, like, and it was just super funny. We were arguing for like 30 minutes up to an hour about this, even though I was dying the whole time because I know that I beat him. I have the screenshot, but I didn't tell him. So when he sees this video, which I know he will, take that. This is Clemence, who I mentioned earlier. He was rank 10. I was the first one on the server to beat him, or at least beat him in PvP. I don't know if any rips have beat him before me, but I was the first one to derank him, so I was quite proud of that. Whatever. I've never landed exos on a video, so this is the best we're gonna get. This is me landing 2 exos within 10 runes, or 10 rings or whatever, and I was quite happy about this. And then let's fast forward to this next part, just PvP, exo, some team I made. I think it was on some French server. This is a Skype conversation. Kind of funny, like so my friend told them that I was watching his screen because he did like a screen share. And so I was watching and he told them, and so they started making fun of me pretending I'm not there. Like, they're like, oh, he sucks, but don't tell him. And I had to screenshot that. PvP, me landing something. This is skin that I thought it was cool. This is me versus Hakfu, who used to be a really good Echo Flip, or at least he was well known back then. He came back a little bit after. I think he lost all his skills, and I took advantage of the moment to beat him and take a screenshot. This was, I think, on my birthday. I gathered a bunch of my friends and we just fucked around in my Haven bag. You can see here we made a yeah, so this is me beating some YouTuber. His name was Hitch. He was a very good crop PvPer. He had a YouTube channel as well. This is a rogue situation that I thought was like impossible. I was trying to kill this Sedita, like for the life of me I was trying to kill this Sedita, and I could not figure out a way to do it. So I ended up actually asking like different rogues, and we looked into it, and I think that we came up with one solution, but I cannot remember it now. Some Inky Veil, Mage, blah blah, fighting some Gzeller. This, ignore that. This is my friend Raffles, who I mentioned earlier. Alright, excuse the cut, we had a little bit of an interruption. Anyways, this one here, so Raffles, who I just mentioned earlier, actually lost versus a 154 SRAM. His name was Sparta XX. Back then, he was level 196. This is very long ago, even longer than when I had my screenshots. This was a video on YouTube of him losing versus a 154 IOP. And so what happened was I heard him asking the IOP to take down the video, and the IOP agreed to take down the video. For whatever reason, for his rep or whatever, his reputation. I heard him ask the IOP to take down the video. The IOP said yes. I went to his channel instantly and downloaded the video so it would not go. So now I still have it. I still have him losing versus 154 IOP. Raffles, you suck. You're shit, bro. You lost versus 154 IOP as a SRAM. Get out of here, dude. Anyways, so I still have that video. This was whatever. This is just a funny, someone made a Yu-Gi-Oh card of Dofus, who I mentioned earlier. This is Raffles. I told you guys he was rich. That's him. PvP, this is me keeping track of my wins and losses. Cthulhu solo, my friend losing versus a 176 rogue. Someone I caught leeching outside of Astrib. This one's funny because this guy, Sakrir, was like, I'll give 100 million commas to anyone who can beat me at Bontas app. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. He's like, no, not you. Because he knew I would win. So, and this is on beta though, so don't have a heart attack. 100 million comes is too much to give on like actual server, but on beta it doesn't really mean anything. This is me fighting Manaya. Manaya is our community manager, and she has been and still is our community manager. Don't know where I'm going with that sentence, but anyway, so I'm fighting her here. I didn't get the start of the fight, but she just summoned a bunch of shit, and here she found me instantly. I don't know if she could see me, or she just guessed. I think she says that she didn't see me, she just guessed. But she ended up challenging me, because you can't challenge moderators, but I asked her to challenge me and she did. I had no gear at the time, but whether I have gear or not doesn't really matter. There's just no way you can beat them. Let me show you guys their stats, because mods are the most broken class. You know, we always cry about like, oh, Sakuras are broken, oh, whatever. But dude, when it really comes down to it, let me show you guys. I think there's yeah, there you go. So look at that. 300 lock, 300 MP loss resistance. Look at that resistance, look at that HP. I mean, the mod class is the one that needs to be nerfed, not Sakuras, not Strams. Mods need to be nerfed. That's what needs to be nerfed. So you can see, obviously, there's just no way you can beat a moderator. It's just like insane. But also it's kind of funny. So you take a look there. Cool memory. Just a meme, whatever. This one here. So you guys remember I mentioned Moogly earlier. So there was this Osa on my server whose name was Dale. He still plays. Who kept beating me. I told you guys Osas were the most broken shit back then, and he used to abuse it. He's an Osa abuser. He's one of those meta abusers, whatever. But he used to always beat me with his Osa, because I can't beat Osas. Osas were the most broken shit. So I actually went to Moogly and I was like, bro, like help. We were friends, like not friends, but acquaintances. We kind of knew each other from like just rogue forums and just whatever. So I was like, yo, bro, I'll give you my logs. Try beat this guy for me. So I gave him my logs. It's actually him on my account. I'm on a separate account spectating the fight, and he fought Dale. He ended up losing, and then he was like, bro, your gear sucks. And I was like, okay, whatever. But he couldn't do it, but it was funny. This is the first meme I ever made, whatever. This is a 150 vitality overall Neko Chief. Well, 144 technically, but it's still quite a lot. Didn't end up landing. 2v2, this is my team again, whatever. Some crazy resistances. This is a rogue situation that I was trying to figure out, and I could not figure out for the life of me. If you want to take a second to try and figure out what you would or what you're supposed to do in this situation, pause now. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, like if I'm trying to kill him, the solution here is to dirty trick this bomb, run over here, or no, dirty trick this bomb, run over here, last breath all your bombs, run over here, magnet, which would pull this bomb in here and kill the dial, and then hopefully, of course, kill the dial, assuming I had enough damage. But we're going to assume that yes, under last breath and with these bombs I would be able to. Especially back then, because sets were very damage based. I didn't really care about resistances. I had like, I swear to God, I had like 0, 0, 8, 0, 0, like something like that. It was crazy. So you dirty trick this one, come here, last breath, whatever. Come here, magnet, and then magnet again. So this would pull that bomb like this, and then back here. So you'd have 2 bombs here, and then you put your boom bot, which would run here, pull this bomb in line with there, and then you'd have a 3 bomb explosion. Got that one. This one's another rogue situation. Again, if you want to try to figure this one out, pause. Okay, so I'll assume that you guys paused or whatever. So this one's kind of interesting, kind of a classic situation where you have to use magnet for more than one purpose at a time. So the trick here would have been to come here, magnet on yourself, which would attract this bomb here and move the Foggernaut there. And then you put your boom bot there, last breath, and dirty trick. And you'd have exactly 11 AP for that whole combo. And what that would do, it would leave 1 bomb here. This big bomb would come here. The bomb that you dirty tricked would be here. The Foggernaut would have been moved here from the magnet that you did when you were on this position, which would open up this lane. Your boombot would run here, attract this bomb, explode all 3, GG. This is when I played Sedita. I played Sedita, guys. This is me on one of Stepe's videos. You guys can see I'm trying to be funny in the comments, like, or in the chat. I'm like, can someone give me 4 commas? I was like, oh my god, who would ask for 4 commas? Isn't that so funny? So yeah, this is me faking proof of a scam. It was just me fucking around. So I'm faking proof of a scam. He's like, I called someone a scammer. He's like, prove it. I'm like, all right, here. And I made this. This is like on the Mac equivalent of Microsoft Word. I thought it was being super funny. So I'm crushing. This is me. I was trying to play Dofus, but we had no Wi-Fi. So I was like trying to find some of my neighbor's Wi-Fi. And I found this one, which I thought was really funny. This is me catching someone leeching. This is me dropping one of the specialty fish. I used to farm them a little bit with my craw way back when, level 199. Like, you guys can see old interface, all that. It's like a boar belt for 249 commas. Like, we live in that broke life out there. This is whatever, random shit. This is back on beta, PvP days. Missed these days. I had a really well geared Sakura on beta. Obviously beta resets, so it's not really fair, but just look at the old Dofuses, man. They looked so much more slick. they just looked so much better. These and the Emerald Dofus, Ochre Dofus, like they look beautiful, gotta say. This is just whatever. This is Autisme. I'm just making fun of him. Some set that I'm making, some erosion shit. This is the first icon that I had for my channel. Like now it's the bomb with the D afterwards. This is my first one. I thought it was super cool. Let's PvP, whatever. I got all that stuff, some PvP. This is me threatening my friend Autisme again. I was like, he was being annoying in chat. He called me gay, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna aggro you. So I took this and I took that screenshot and I sent that to him. And he was like, okay, never mind. This is me first changing to Rogue at level 199. This is with my Ender Trough. I still think it was level 199. You guys can see Armor Drago Turkey. I mean, these are really old. I wonder how a set like this would do today. It's really funny. Like, Armor Drago Turkey, I think it was a good set. Crowlo, Amulet, I don't know. I feel like this set nowadays would be garbage, but back then it was a good set. Or solid, at least. This is me playing Stram. I used to play Stram, guys. I mean, things have really changed. Look at this 2-hour fucking fight, because I was a garbage Stram who used to just spam trap chains, and then this Feka went to the corner. He's like, I ain't moving, and I couldn't move him, so long ass fight. A bunch of PvP shit, blah blah blah. What's this one? No idea. Then a bunch of crushing, and I think from here it just goes to crushing. Okay, so you got this one, me fighting Gobble with my low-level character. This is the old Coliseum interface. Remember, there used to not be 1v1. You just sign up for the Coliseum like this, and they put you up with someone. See how you do. Some of the photos, yeah, have that effect on them. They were kind of broken. I deleted most of them, but I kept a few of them so you guys can see that they were damaged. Because I did lose some photos, just the time, and they were on my USB. I think my USB got damaged, so. And then after that, I think it's just a bunch of crushing. And yeah, so then that would be it for that. Yeah, it's just a bunch of crushing after that, I think. Double check. Yeah, a lot of crushing. I don't know if you guys want to pause and copy some of those items. Anyways, that's it for the section where we look over the screenshots. A lot of these photos meant a lot to me, and I'm definitely really happy that I got the chance to look over them all again and collect them back in one place. I'm glad I took that effort. And if I have one piece of advice for you guys, is to also take screenshots of your play, even if you want to film a little bit. Like, one day you will appreciate those, especially if you're doing shit with friends that are funny. It's just really nice memories to have. I know for me, like, it's definitely very nice that I have these, and I like to look back at it and laugh at certain things, like that one with him making me into those Arab guys. Fucking Autisme, dude. So that shit's really funny, and I really recommend you guys take screenshots and just kind of log your journey, and you won't regret it. So anyways, next section we're going to be looking at a couple of clips from my channel. I have them kind of in a order of chronological, but some of them are kind of moved around just to follow more of a narrative. But it's kind of like a highlight reel, but also not really, because some clips are not highlights. They're just more like some of my old intros, some of my old stuff. But anyhow, whatever. I hope you guys enjoy that next section. Here we go.
If I die, lay me down on the bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away.
Hello everyone and welcome back. So first off, I'd just like to thank all of you for 50 subscribers, although that's not that much for many people. For me, that's half 100, and you know, it means a lot to me.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Let's go.
Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the second episode of From Rags to Riches. I have no hope for this one, but just, you know, for the video. 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay.
almost 500,000 commas. There's no way of making this back in Vitality runes, but we obviously are here to try and test our luck. So 3, 2, 1, boom. Is the AP gonna land and finally relieve us of our pain and suffering? It is! It is gonna land. Hallelujah.
Alright, now you. Oh, you
Oh,
passed?
true. Yeah, we have a harpooner as well.
Exactly. Oh, I'm dead. We don't have
We no longer have.
we no longer have harpoon. What do you say? What do you say, Marco? Oh, Proxima! No! No! Small detail, but it is a little bit annoying. So he killed that. He went to his bestiality. No, not bestiality. That's completely different. To his like big boy state.
All right, so that was it for the 4th room. We're now, you can see here, got the big protozoa here. We're at the boss room. But I showed you how to get to here, so I'm sure you can figure this one out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye. Haha, just kidding. So I'm actually going to show you how to do this this boss. So we're here versus SRAMs. SRAMs are going to go invisible. And we're very small, so you know we're basically invisible. I am invisible to my parents, though, so it's about the same. We can do this just for the effect, and phew, he done. Last video, I showed you guys my Inripsa, and I got a couple suggestions telling me that I should class change. I was suggested Osamodas, Ujinak.
Boom. The damage is just crazy. Oh, I could just kill him. Damn, what is this damage? This class is...
Here we go, 4.3k HP, 40%, and he has an Ivory Dofus. That's the biggest issue that we have. Here we go. And he died. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's have fun. So we do Leak Pie, Bow, boom, Obliteration, boom, get KO'd, get killed again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy's gonna fucking get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And if that's not a perfect ending to the video, I have no idea what is. Okay, check this out. Check me out. Check me out. All right, 1, 2, boom, crit. Oh, crit. Yes. 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 Hits first, guys. Biggest hits first. He says GG. Don't know about that for sure. Here, that's 1. Okay, I think I got him. I think I got him. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. What? Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anti-clockwise, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there. Anti-clockwise, please, please, please. Okay, come back here. Last breath. Last breath, last breath, last breath. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Okay. Okay. Let's go, boys. Did I get to it? Yes. Do that. GG's. There we go. That's 2 down. Before we talk about the future of this channel and finish off there, I would like to say a few words just about some of my friends. Now, they're not dead, not those kind of words, but just whatever comes to my head. Some of the friends I couldn't get screenshots with, but some of them I could. There will be some notable mentions at the end. But here is my friend Autisme, who you guys would have seen from the old screenshots section. A really, really good friend of mine for a very long time. One of the best RAM players I'd ever seen. Right now he's doing dreams and all that stuff. Definitely a great guy. I didn't hear his voice for the longest time. We always used his type like by chatting, and we were I have never been as retarded with anyone as I have been with Autisme. You know, you kind of measure your friends by like how kind of, you know, how loose you can be with them. Bro, with Autisme, I was the most retarded I have ever been. Whether that means that we're really, really close, or we were really, really close, or whether that means that we're just both retarded and we bring the retardedness out of each other for whatever reason. He is definitely someone that I'm going to miss greatly. You got Dofus. So Dofus was always an inspiration for me as a rogue coming up. From moving from level 199 to 200, I think I mentioned this. He was someone who I always looked up to. And I don't think we ever got to be as close as we could have been, but he's a really good guy, really good rogue. And I actually might meet him one day. So if I do, kind of fingers crossed for that, I actually think I still might meet this guy one day. There's a possibility. And in that case, I'd be very happy. I'd be very happy to meet you. And yeah, good luck with all your 3v3 stuff, Dofus. This is the screenshot of the guild that I'm in currently. I'm not sure how to say it. I've never been sure. Gotei or Gotei, it's like Gotei. Okay, I haven't been in a guild for a very long time, so I don't know if this is how guilds are supposed to be, but these guys are awesome. Like they're so helpful to each other. A lot of them are lower level, but they're just so helpful to each other, always asking for help, and they're all also a little bit crazy, like, but in a good way. Like they're all always doing shit. I don't know, like just the way they type and everything. They're all a little bit crazy. But shout out to Gotei, and a huge shout out to the guild leader, John. John, who you guys might know or recognize from my streams if you come on regularly or even semi-regularly. He's always there, and he's supported me so much in so many different ways. Like a huge shout out to John. I could not thank this guy enough. I haven't spoken to him personally that much. We did speak a few times, but he really is a great guy, and shout out to his guild. If you guys ever see him recruiting and your guild list, join. Do it for me. This is a shout out to the Baguette Stompers back on Elysiel when I did the series. Special shout out to Marco. Marco, you're a funny guy. You're an awesome guy. Your knowledge of all the cultures and stuff it's quite fantastic. And I miss the whole thing, the whole Elysiel thing, going around stomping the Frenchies and all that. It was definitely a good time. And again, I wish it didn't end the way it did, but situation was a situation, and I guess it is what it is. So Marco, you're awesome. And I miss you. Next up is my friend Ruffles. Ruffles, who used to be called Sparta XX, has always been a funny guy. Definitely one of my funniest friends. Whenever we would voice chat, this man would constantly blow into the mic, unintentionally, but he'd always blow into the mic and piss me off. And I've yelled at this guy so much just throughout the course of our friendship. He's a really good guy, really sweet guy. And I think he met his girlfriend through Dofus, which is something not many of us get to do. Much less get a girlfriend than get one through Dofus. So congratulations to him. And I definitely wish him well for the both of them as well in the future. And he also has a Twitter hat, which is always bonus points. Next up is one of my all-time best friends, ex-secret killer. I haven't really mentioned him anywhere or anything, but he was one of my friends who whenever I'm lacking motivation, anything to do with Dofus, and well, not necessarily lacking motivation to do with Dofus, but like if I'm kind of not sure what I'm doing or whatever, we would always do these like weird or like just crazy adventures where we would go on different servers, use VPNs. Nobody tell Nkama. I don't want them to ban me. But we would use VPNs to make accounts on like different communities and just go check out their servers. We restarted the game so many times. We've made multiple teams on so many different servers. We've made characters on Elysial, French servers, Spanish server, everywhere. We've done retro, we've done so many things. And we would voice chat for hours. I remember I would have to wake up for work at 4 in the morning, and we would be up till like 2:30 in the morning voice chatting, trying to drop like goddamn gobble wool, or like it's just the most useless shit, but it was so much fun. And he is definitely someone I will miss greatly, although I do hope that we will keep in contact if you ever see this. I think we will, but we'll have to see. Next up is my friend Vase. Vase, who I have featured in a few videos before, was also one of my all-time best friends. We would talk for over 5, 6, 7 hours just talking like on Skype, Discord, whatever. Although we kept having this issue where his Discord wouldn't work and we wouldn't be able to call, so we'd always have to call on Skype, which was really weird. But anyways, we would still talk, and we spoke for a long time, and then we kind of fell off. I remember we had that little fight because of him constantly tingoing me, and I made that video, and then he reacted to that, and just whatever, and then we didn't talk, and then I spoke to him again, and we kind of rebonded, sounds weird, rekindled our friendship, something like that. And then after that we fell off again. Not any fight, just not really checking up on each other, not really talking. But him and the whole gang, Alexander, Kilimani, Nad, even Marco, the other Marco, like you guys are all very funny. I don't have screenshots of all of you, but just you guys, the whole gang, you know who you are. Y'all are some really funny people, and it was definitely a pleasure to know all of you. Now after that, there's other people, but I didn't really get screenshots with them. Got a couple quick ones. So my old friend Sazoa, I don't know if he's gonna see this, back on Rosal, so pre-2016, this is like 2014 maybe. I was a young teenager, barely getting into my teenage years, and I was friends with a guy called Sazoa, who taught me to make my first commas by capturing Drago turkeys. And we used to use Astrum Knights because we couldn't beat them ourselves and we couldn't lock them, and these Drago turkeys kept running away with so much MP and shit, and so we had to use Astrum Knights to lock them. I don't know if he's gonna see this video. Sometimes he comes on to the channel, I don't know, but if he does and you do see this, I haven't forgotten you, brother, and I still remember the good times that we had on Rosal, excuse me. And then one more person, actually a few more. Timeless, aka Quinator, who I featured in some of my recent videos. I didn't know this guy for the longest time. He kind of came out of nowhere for me. Like, I've always known of him, but we never really spoke until we did a live stream. He kind of just hopped onto one of my live streams a while back, and our friendship blew up like this. We instantly connected. I mean, our personalities just really flowed well with each other. So many laughs in such a short period of time. He helped me through the tournament, and we laughed so hard about so many different things. And he's very good at making fun of people, and so am I. And we really had a good time for the short time that we have known each other. Next up, I want to thank the Echoes Dimension moderators, and just a quick word about that. So that is something that's kind of hopefully going to be carried forward. If I can leave anything behind that's positive for the community, other than my videos, which potentially could help people, if I want to leave something physical behind, it's going to be the Echoes Dimension server, which hopefully will continue to provide portals and everything. I'm passing on the ownership of that server to SS Firecaster, who is an absolute angel. I mean, the best moderator I could have ever asked for. Always on top of it, always there, always doing everything she can. So I'm passing on the ownership to her. So if anyone wants to make donations to the Echoes Dimension server, passing it, you guys can give it to her. You guys will see on the Discord anyways. But you know, not for nothing, the other moderators as well absolute A game. I really appreciated all the work that they've done, all of them, the 3 of them. And so thank you to them. I never paid them or anything, so it was all from the goodness of their heart, much like me creating the server. It was just a volunteer thing, and so thank you to them. And then the last person who I would like to thank is probably not someone who's going to see this video, but Moogly. Moogly is a rogue, a French rogue. I think I mentioned him. Yeah, I probably mentioned him in the screenshots section. He's a French rogue, and I love his streams. I love his videos, all that stuff. And he really motivated me many times. I don't really consider us friends per se. He knows me, I know him, and we fought a few times like in Colo and stuff, but he's just someone I want to do a quick shout out to because I definitely really appreciate him as a person. With all that said and done, what's going to become of this channel? I'm never going to remove all the videos that I've done. I think those are great. I mean, not just for the community, but also for me. They're definitely like a piece of my past and present. Like I suppose not that long ago, but they're not anything that I would ever remove. So those are always going to be up. As for my channel itself, I may post something other than Dofus. I'm not going to become a Minecraft YouTuber or anything like that. But if I ever feel inspired, maybe I feel like making a comedy skit or anything like that. Maybe some of you guys would still be interested in that, and if not, that's also totally cool. But no more Dofus, and that's it for that. So anyways, guys, don't forget about the live stream tomorrow, or tomorrow today, kind of depends when you see this, but on the 8th at 22 o'clock Dofus time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to Dofus. And this Defy signing out.